So today, we've got the pleasure and the privilege of our CEO, Muhammad Ali. He's not just our founder and CEO, but he is also the designer of the strategy that we're so excited about with EazyBot. One thing to make sure that you know, if you're a guest on today's call, is that EazyBot is designed to consistently earn profits for you, no matter what's happening in the market. Market goes up, EazyBot's going to make profits. Where it gets really tricky for most other bots is when the market goes down. For EazyBot, not a problem at all. And we'll look at some examples of that here today. When the market's going down, we're still making profit. And we do that without any risk of leverage, losing an entire account because we're betting on an outcome. It's an algorithm intelligently, brilliantly designed by our CEO. And so next voice you're going to hear is that of Muhammad Ali, our CEO from our headquarters in Dubai. Muhammad, come on in.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just share the normal progress that I used to share on Friday. On today, since we are just converting now, we're not doing Friday calls anymore. It's going to be every Monday. So the last section will be mine to discuss about the market insights, and we're going to look at the same account that we have been looking at, and we're going to look also at that trade that we're following, the AAVE. So let me just start by sharing my screen and go to the PowerPoint. I prepared a small presentation here. Okay, so yeah, these are the topics. We're going to see how EazyBot is pulling down the average price on the same trade that we have been following for the last 3 months. And we'll see how EazyBot is taking profit when the market is going up. And we'll look at the account performance. Okay, so this is, let me just move forward. It's not supposed to be this way. Okay. This is the last week on 22nd, on the last Friday, when we were discussing, this was the situation of this coin. The price was 96, and the profit was up to 806.9. The average price was 173.17. The starting trade is the same. The price was 251. So the analyses are below here. The market have dropped about 61%. Still, EazyBot have made 806 in profit, and the trade on the top was pulled down 31%, which is 77.83. So let's look at from 22nd of July until now, which is, we're talking about 10 days or 9 days from that time until now. So
Mohammed, how much were they, did they start trading with this particular token?
The initial amount started here was 8,100, and then we increased when the market moved down a little bit. So
okay.
Yeah. So here, this is the situation right now on 1st of August. The initial price is the same. It's 251 because we cannot change that happened already. And right now the price, yeah, look at this, guys. The market price is almost the same as it was before 10 days. Previously it was 96. Now it's 97.2. So not a big difference, but in between that timeline of 10 days, the market have really moved up and down many times. And the bot is using that kind of movement to create profit. So let's see how much profit I've created. Okay, so the market price is 97, as you can see here. So the market have dropped 61%, almost the same as before, comparing the initial price with the current market price. The average price have really moved down. Previously, if you can see here, it was 173.17. Right now it's 168. And how did it happen? Because of the market movement, and 50% of the profit is used to pull that down. The profit right now have increased to 928. So within these couple of days, the bot have profit about 122 USDT. And that's only 50% of the profit, because the other 50% was used to bring down that average price from 173 to 168. That means the total drop of the average price from the top trade is moved from 31 to 32.89%. And it will keep on happening day in and day out until eventually the market price is going to be meeting with the average price, where the whole trade is going to be closed when the market goes above the average price by 1.5%. Then start the process of taking profit or closing the trades. Maybe that's going to happen 40% down this trade, or 50%, or even more. We don't know. We just keep on watching and following the market, because we cannot create the market. We can only follow the market and adapt to that. Okay, this is about pulling down the average price. Now, let's talk about this trade here, which have made, look at this here, this trade. If you see in this cycle here, normally trades are making like $1, $2, $3 in profit, except for this one. This one here have made 9.9 USDT, this small trades. Why did it make this? Because when we look at the market movement, it was just here. And when the market really went up high here, and then it closed the trade up, because as we said, EazyBot is always using retracement. Unless the market starts showing some movement down by 0.5%, it's not going to be closing the trade. And that's where it happened. This was the average. So this is where the price taken, where the trade has taken. It was taken at the price of 95. This is AAVE. Yeah, it's AAVE 95. And that was on 31st of July, exactly at 12:21 p.m. Dubai time. That was the place, and the market started moving down. It did not reach to a point where it can take the next cover. Actually, I think it took the next cover, not sure. So then here, it came to a place where it can close the trade. It was somewhere here. But the market was only moving up. If you look at this green candle, that means the market was moving up. So the bot decided not to close it here, to close it at the highest possible points. And that's what happened. It just went up high here, waited for the market to reach the peak. And then the market started moving down by the 0.5%, then close it here. So instead of just making 1%, it made 9.19%. And that's how exactly I designed the strategy to work. Another trade here, this one actually made 13.57%. If you look at the top here, it was, the first trade was taken at the price of 1.31. This coin, I think, is CRV. Yes, it's CRV. And that was on 28th of July at 5:46 p.m. Dubai time. You can look at the chart, real chart in Binance or in KuCoin, and you will find the exact numbers. And then the market went down -2%, and then it took the next trade. Took another trade at the price of 1.283. 83, yes, 1.283. That was at like 1 hour later, more or less, 6:34 p.m. And then from that point here, this is the average. One trade was taken here, one trade was taken here. So from that point, the market was only going up, moving up, if you can see here, was only moving up. So EazyBot was always following the highest price, waiting for a retracement. Here, if you see the market have retraced a bit, but it's not equivalent to the 0.5 that's needed to close. So the market kept on moving up and moving up. And then it went to the peak here, and then it started moving down. And this is where it closed the trade when the market went down by 0.5%, ending up making 13.57% instead of just making instead of just making 1%, 13.5%. Wow. Normally these cycles in the same trade are making as low as 1 USDT or 2 USDT, but this one made 29.9 USDT in profit because the market was going up. So yeah, these are two examples of if we are to find more examples, there are, I think, hundreds of examples right now, but we just picked up those which came to our knowledge while we are looking at the accounts and so on and so forth. So if you look at your own account, if you're trading this coin, you would see something like this, or maybe other coins also. You would see many trades making more profit than the other trades, and this is because the market was moving up at that time. Did we know that the market is going to go up? Did we make any technical analysis? No, it's just mathematical equations designed into this bot, which is just looking at parameters, which is looking at the market the way we instruct it. And this is how it is. We cannot know the future. We can just only work on the worst case scenario, and then it works definitely on the best case scenario. Yeah, these are just two examples that I wanted to share today. Now let's go to the account that we have been following also for the past couple of weeks. No, before that, actually, we have this trade. I don't know if I shared it in the last call or not. I think David have shared it, but let's look at it one more time, because this here shows the story of EazyBot, of how since the beginning, I was always saying that EazyBot is going to open the trade at the top, close it at the bottom, and make profit. And this is exactly what happened into this trade. If you see here, the bot have opened the trade into this position when the price was 42, and then the market was only this. The market decided to move down. The market only went down, and went down up to 70.3%, and the bot was buying and selling in small bits and pieces and making small profits and helping this trade on the top to come down using 50% of the profit. And it was brought down up to this level here, actually lower than this because it's closed here with profit. When the market goes up here, it just closed the trade, which was opened at the price of 42. It closes 34.5% down and closed the whole cycle here and took out the profit and the USDT back. So opened at 42.18, closed at 27.45 price. And that's almost 35% down. And this is exactly how we designed it. If the market decided, if the market decided at that time to stay here, that's fine. Still, this trade is going to be pulled to this point and then be closed here with profit, maybe higher profit, because the more it goes down, the more it takes more independent covers and the volume becomes bigger. It makes more profit when it's eventually closed.
And if you're brand new on the call, you don't need to understand everything. You just need to understand it. It actually works. I don't understand how electricity works, but I know if I flip that switch on, my light's coming on. Okay, it's basically the same thing. You connect the API connection to your exchange that's provided by, it's a unique API, so it's highly secure, that you connect to your exchange of your choice, and you turn it on, and it's real simple. So, Mohammed?
Yeah, this is minus 34.9% or 0.5%. Okay, this is the status of the account that we have been following. And as you know, 1,000 has been invested in each of those coins. And these are the profits. Let's compare the profit right now with the profit that we saw on 22nd on the last call, on the last Friday call. Here you go. This is a comparison. This is the last one on the left, the previous one. And on the right-hand side is the new one. If you see the total profit on 22nd of July was 9.34%, which is 1,587. Today, 1st of August, the total profit is 11.34%. That's mean 1,927. So that means the profit have increased almost 2% within the last 10 days. So if we take the same page, that's in 10 days, it's 2%. So if every 10% it gives 2%, that means it's around 6% in a month. Again, we don't know how the market is going to behave in the next 10 days or the next 1 month or the next 1 year. The bot is only going to be just climbing the candles and buying and selling based on the algorithm I designed in it. The highest performer is still the Matic. Matic was have given 23% previously, and now it rise to 26%. Almost all the coins have given more profit. If you see, File is the one have increased maybe the most. It was only at 5.4%. Now it's 10.7%. That means have increased almost 5%. Link have increased from 11.6 to 13.66%. That's about 3% or 2%. Litecoin LTC from 8.88 to 10.77%. XRP from 7.76 to 8.8. And BTC from 3.3 to 3.53. XMR from 6.6 to 7.7, ETC from 9.39 to 14.8. Yeah, so this is almost 5% for ETC, Ethereum Classic. Doge changed from 9.56 to 10.9, so that's about 1.5%, 1.4%. TRX from 6.68 to 7.1%. XLM from 6.47 to 7.4, and then BTC from 4.99 to 5.88, DOT from 6.6 to 9.26. If you see, there's big variety between the coins. Some of them have increased just 1%, some of them have increased more than 5%. That's why it's always wise to diversify in terms of coins. Have your funds trading in as many coins as you can, because you don't know which coin is going to be performing the best in the next hour or the next 1 year or in the next 1 month. So put the funds in as many coins as possible and let the bot trade for you, or choose as many coins as possible and let the bot trade. So if some coins are not performing well, the other ones are going to compensate, and you will end up having a kind of a stable income or a stable profit month in and month out.
All right. I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for your transparency, for the connectivity that we have to the leadership. And I have several people that are on this call. Amazing things are happening on our team. We had a leadership call with only team builders. There were over 30 people on that call yesterday, and the entire meeting was based on how do we get each one of these 30 members into the Founders Club. One of the things that I know and that I've learned over the years is that the people that you surround yourself with, the like-minded people, will either push you to greatness and lift you up, or if you're surrounded with the wrong friends, like we were taught as children, they will pull you down. None of us fail alone, and none of us truly succeed alone. So the relationships that we create can either make you or break you. There's no such thing as a neutral relationship. So I just wanted to say that what you guys offer us are successful, like-minded relationships and people that are willing to go out of their way to help you. And that's a beautiful thing. I've never seen anything like this in a company that's in this space. And what we're doing on our team is we're all focused on the Founders Club. And all I wanted to do was say thank you so much for creating that opportunity for us to get to the top so quickly, and follow 3 simple steps. Get 3 direct referrals. Help those 3 people get their advanced memberships under 3 people under them. So you have 3, 9, 27, so on and so forth. Each person wins. And if you can just give us a few words, David or Coach Ken, on why it's such an amazing opportunity to join the Founders Club, especially in this month of August.
Yeah, let's keep going. You set this up so beautifully. So let's just run with it. So Founders Club is such an important part of EazyBot, and it was, we envisioned EazyBot as a company, as an opportunity that would rely on all of you guys who decide to use it and then decide to share it. And so Founders Club recognizes that we're a company and startup. That's the toughest phase for most companies. It's just to make it out the gate and survive all of the challenges of being a startup. And then being in crypto comes with its own set of challenges. And so we knew that those who got started with us and just made it through this initial building phase would be an important part of the foundation of long-term success of the company. And so we wanted to find a way to honor and appreciate that group of individuals. And so Founders Club is our way of doing that. And our Founders Club, if you're new to the call, new to EazyBot, Founders Club represents 5% of all the revenue that EazyBot earns from package sales and SSF fees. And it takes that 5% and shares it with a group of individuals, up to 1,000 of those individuals who qualify for Founders Club. Qualifications are super simple. Introduce EazyBot to 3 people who upgrade and become either advanced or VIP. They should want to do that because of the reasons we talked today about diversification in your account. It's going to give you a better long-term result. Help them to do that, help them to get started trading, and then you yourself need to be a VIP member. Accomplish that, be one of the first 1,000 to do it, and you participate in this pool that goes out every single month, that gets paid on the first of the month. Now, let's talk about just where we are and where we're going. The real question is, if you're on this call and you're hearing about Founders Club, you're hearing about this at the very, very beginning of a company that we believe is going to be a massive multi-million, possibly multi-billion-dollar company at some point. But let's forget about those big numbers. Let's just talk about where we are today. So today, the question I have for you is it likely, there's people that are on this call today that got paid a commission in the last few hours because they're a part of the Founders Club. Whether those individuals go out and tell another person ever about EazyBot, they've got a consistent check that's due to them, and it's going to increase as EazyBot's revenue increases. So the question then becomes, is EazyBot likely to continue to grow its revenue or not? Is EazyBot likely to 10x where we are today? So for those of you who got a check, think about what that check was and ask yourself, is it likely that EazyBot's going to 10x its growth? Based on everything that you heard on our call today and that you know about EazyBot, we've got a product that works, it's easy to use, it trades, closes trades and profit. All of the bullet points that we've gone over, is that scenario likely to continue on a trajectory that's going to grow? Would you like to ride that rocket ship? Ticket is fairly inexpensive. It simply means you've got to use EazyBot and share it with others. There's a little bit of a structure you've got to do to that. 3 people, help those 3 people duplicate themselves, and you're guaranteed a position. And so if you do that, and it's a little bit of work, and we recognize that. And so if you qualify for Founders Club, you've got $250. That'll come to you as a one-time bonus. But we also want to recognize that this is a team effort. And so you've heard from some people that are leaders that are introducing EazyBot to others. And so if you're helping your team members become qualified, there's a bonus in there for you as well. Want to honor and appreciate your effort. So there's a $100 bonus if you've got a direct referral that becomes a Founders Club member in the month of August.